this fucking music here. All right, folks, it's 6 o'clock p.m. Happy hour Friday. So, folks, what happened was I have a surprise GOP meeting, actually. It's probably to discuss Donald Trump's bill that he has to pay. From what I understood, that he has nearly enough money in order to actually take care of the bond, but he may need to raise a little bit more extra money. So I think that's what it's really about, folks. So we're going to run the stream from 6 p.m. till 8. We will be reviewing videos. So make sure you post those in the community section, but we're going to run it until 8. Yes, Quick Pump. McCuck filed some copyright strikes. He's actually trying to take down my channel here, so. But, hey, I got cold rice beer, you know. He filed about 4 or 5 of them, but YouTube already took down like 2 of them. But, you know, if you get 3 of them, they terminate your channel, actually. So we got pretty close to terminating my channel, actually. I mean, even though I would have appealed it and it would have been put up again, but he almost got my channel deleted there, Quick Pump. You see, I couldn't really respond to it because I was actually at work at the time. And as you guys know, I can't use electronic devices. Yes, McCuck is going to somewhat pay. But I figured out, here's the thing, folks. First off, I got cold rice beer in the glass since it is happy hour from Thomas Creek Brewery. I did get in my new cigars today. I've been out of cigars for quite some time. So got some Cohibras, Gurkha Hudson Bay. I gotta still pack these up. I'm gonna use this specialty humidor in order to keep it nice and fresh. So, no, I got a GOP meeting, Blaha. We gotta take care of the Don, man, you know. That's what I think it's about. I think it's about helping out Trump, so we'll see what it's about. But let's discuss the actions and courses that we will take. You know, as you guys know, seems as though McCuck tried to file some phony copyright strikes against me. Almost got my channel taken down for at least a couple days. YouTube already removed 2 of the phony claims. They should remove the other 2 pretty soon. But, you know, that really pissed me off there a little bit. You know, it's a cookie cutter move for starters, but, you know, that is also my livelihood, you know. Part of my income comes from making YouTube videos. And, you know, I've been doing this for a couple of years, you know, and stuff. Only real cookie cutters have done that. So, here's what we're going to do to McCuck. We're not going to do anything to McCuck. I'm not going to do anything anymore to McCuck whatsoever. Nope. Not one thing. See, McCuck has pretty much insulated himself from everything. He's somewhat hidden his family, although I already had some troll actually last week sent me pictures of his family and kids, which, you know, I'm not going to put up there. So, but, you know, even with that being said, not going to do that. We're not going to do the piss trooper stuff is not going to be done this time. We're going to go old school getbig.com style. We're going Keith Jones style, baby. Only me style. Now, if some of you guys were from the past and posted on Get Big, you know that the biggest rivalry I had was with Keith Jones, only me. And this is the point in time to where we did some of the most horrible things to each other. We didn't just go after ourselves. We usually went after people's. I went after his daughter. He went after my mother, and it got pretty bad. He sent pizzas to my house. I faked magazine subscriptions to his house. It got pretty ugly. Very ugly. So, this is where Cuban comes in, actually. Because I got some bad news for Cuban. You see, I've decided I'm not going to go and punish McCuck anymore. I'm not going to go after McCuck whatsoever. I'm actually going to go after Cuban. So from now on, we're going to initiate the Keith Jones rule. See, Keith was a very fat person, you know, very obese, and he would usually, one of his favorite things he used to do is he used to go to a restaurant and he would run out or be wheeled out or hobble out or crated out without paying the bill. So from now on, when McCuck eats at my restaurant, Cuban is going to pick up the check. You understand? So if McCuck has a steak, well, Cuban's going to pay for it. If he has a salad, Cuban's going to pay for it. And, of course, if McCuck trashes my restaurant, well, Cuban's going to really pay for it. Now, what actions do I intend to take? Well, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. And you're welcome to go tell Cuban what I've actually done. Because like I said, we're no longer playing Piss Trooper rules. We're going good old GetBig.com rules. So let me go ahead and put this up, folks. You see that? As you could tell, do you know what that is? That's Cuban right there. You see, folks, I have this second phone there, folks. See, I have a second phone. And you know what? I use this phone for emergency purposes. You know? I use this phone for emergency purposes. I figured I've never used an app on here before. I thought I'd put a Grindr account up here. And I decided to create an account. Now, this is Cuban's account. I've already marked it for Florida. Now, it's currently on private. There's no pictures or anything like that, you know. So, Cuban, this is you right here. That's you. That's your new Grindr account. Now, like I said before, no pictures, no anything, no information or anything like that. You're perfectly safe. But let's say McCuck goes back to my restaurant and he has a steak. And he runs out without paying for it. Well, your picture goes up there now. McCuck trashes my restaurant again. You know, what happens? I may have some conversations with some of the people, you know, get them all wound up. You know, maybe show some butt crack shots. I would get some pulled from Google. You know? And finally, if McCuck really trashes my restaurant, well, like I said before, while McCuck actually protects some of his physical address information, you, on the other hand, no. So unless you want people showing up at your house there, my friend, I would suggest McCuck be a little bit more nicer and stop pestering me with this stuff. And if you don't think I won't do this shit, I will fucking do this shit. Is it illegal? Maybe. But it's good mints. And it's a perfect way to deal with people like this. Because like I said, we're going Get Big style. We're going Keith Jones style. So pay attention, Cuban. This is your funky ass. All right? Like I said, you guys have done pissed me the fuck off for the last time. You now have a Grindr account there, Cuban. And what happens with this Grindr account is pretty much up to McCuck. So each time that McCuck fucks up, you get fucked up. You see, and McCuck, he's not going to bear any brunt whatsoever. He's not going to have his picture shown. He's not going to be trolled by me whatsoever anymore. Nothing. Everything that McCuck does from this point on is going to be on Cuban. You got that? I don't know if Cuban prefers the length or girth or anything like that. Ooh, hold on a minute. I thought I marked this for private, but it's public. Let me put this back. You already got some people there, Cuban. How about that? This is a screenshot of the emergency phone here, folks. So again, whatever McCuck does at this point on, Cuban's gonna get. So Cuban, I hope you enjoy your Grindr account. What happens to it? What gets put on there? Well, that's entirely up to McCuck. You want to know why it's you there, Cuban? Because you encourage him. You egg him on, you know? That's how we used to play on Get Big. We didn't go after the person directly. We go after the people that surrounds them, you know? That's how we used to do it back in the old days, so... Unfortunately for you there, Cuban, you're going to pay for McCuck's bullshit from now on. All right. On to regular business here. Like I said, I got a couple Mark Twain. I'm not going to smoke anything right now because since that GOP meeting is going to be running at 8, I may have one or I may not. I don't feel like having one right now. Yeah. So that's my official response as far as to what actions are going to be taken. Hey, McCuck, be on the bright side. You're in the clear. Nothing's going to happen to you, my friend. You're not going to be trolled by me. I'm not going to make any further videos about you or anything. I mean, I never doxed you to begin with or anything like that, you know. But, yeah. But, and like I said, you're free to do whatever you want. You can continue to troll me, give me copyright strikes or anything like that. And you'll be helping your friend Cuban build up his little Grindr account until finally people, start showing up there. You know, I've also got it to where it says leather on it, so you're going to have people outside your house looking like the fucking Village People, you motherfucker. Did you really, I mean, seriously, Cuban, did you really think that you were going to get away with that type of stuff and that I was not going to respond? You know? Oh boy. Like I said, I've not done anything Get Big style in 15 years? Yeah. All right. Yes, indeedy do. Well, most of the time, Morpheus, I've been working, actually. You got Coke Zero and popcorn? Yeah. Good stuff. I hope they have something at that meeting here. I prefer streaming at night. It's just too early to be streaming. But, you know, I want to make sure I get my content out there from my peoples, my fellow piss troopers and stuff. No, not yet, Cassowary. We're not going to do that yet. All right, let's see what we got put in the community chat as far as videos to review. So, give me just a minute, folks. Hey, let's look at Cuban's profile again. I'll let y'all look at Cuban's profile while I get things ready. Oh, yes, Cuban, you're going to make someone an awesome husband, you know. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's check out the first video. I think we've already played this too much already, so we already played this on the last live stream, so let's go for the next one here.
It's a French fry holder for your vehicle.
PMs just love to be noticed, especially if they have a car. They will drive around just eating French fries and playing the stereo. Have you guys ever noticed when you pull up to a red light next to a PM, most likely they're eating French fries? You've probably never noticed it before, but the next time you stop at a red light next to a PM, they're probably eating French fries. PMs love just driving around eating fries. They eat fries with their whole hand. Yes, that's true. And they stick half of their hand in their mouth when they eat fries.
Yeah, they're still alive.
Oh, it's that PM chick.
Yeah, I remember this video a while back. You know, I notice all sorts of people, different races and creeds, eating French fries in their car. So I'm not sure where Jay ever got this from, but it's still good and minty.
No, she's not hot. She looks like one of those Caribbean PMs that has a fruit basket on top of their head.
Yeah, he's crazy. But that's Jay for you. All right, let's see what we got next here.
natural. You know it.
Ooh, classics. Well, we don't need to do that here. Lamar, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh, I'm just had to do an early live stream tonight, so we're doing a classic happy hour. Got rice beer. Just went over the actions I will take against McCuck and Cuban, or namely Cuban. Cuban now has a Grindr account, so I figure that is, well, he has a private one that's ready to be used depending on, you know, what McCuck does. But basically, Cuban is now, anything that McCuck does, you know, Cuban's going to pay for, you know. He gets to pick up the tab from now on. So while McCuck's family is all nice and protected, you know, not Cuban. I mean, and the way I'm going to word it there, if it even gets that far, I'm going to make sure it says leather on there. I'll have people come over his house looking like fucking village people here, you know. Now, he can go and try to set up a Grindr account for me, but I already have one, obviously, you know. I don't use it, but, you know. So him trying to do the same thing to me ain't going to do much of anything, obviously. But next video. Grits and eggs. What the fuck? Oh Lord, he's gonna be cooking.
What's up, man? So I'm gonna cook something today, man. I ain't did a cooking video in a while. Wash my hands first. So get my frying pan. Look at that frying pan right there. Rinse it off. So I'm gonna put the eggs in right there. So we're gonna make some bacon and eggs, man. Then this is my cast iron joint. Rinse it off. I always, one thing about me, my mother, the way she raised me was, who's that out there? Even I wash dishes. I don't go to sleep at night with dishes in the sink. I don't do that.
Sometimes I do. If I'm really tired, I will. I don't have roaches in my house or anything. I spray. Most of the time I get them in the dishwasher, but I guess given the fact that as far as where Sean lives, he would definitely need to not keep anything in the sink because I'm more than sure that place has roaches.
I can't do that. My kitchen got to be clean every night. I'm clean nigga. So I wash all my stuff. I live alone. Me and little Sean live here. Ain't no woman live with me. I live alone. So I wash all my dishes, but even after I wash them and they clean, I still rinse them out. So we got 2 eggs, and then we got some bacon. Uncured apple smoked bacon from Trader Joe's. That's what we're gonna have. Pork.
Does this Negro always shop at Trader Joe's? I mean, all it is just expensive crap, you know. You can... I mean, it's not... Obviously, bacon isn't organic, you know. I mean, it still strips a pig, you know, at the end of the day.
This is pork. I eat pork, nigga. You eat pork? You don't eat it? Good. More for me. Good. Don't eat it. Alright.
Yeah, he sure is looking ripped, isn't he? Oh, well.
So in here, I save all my bacon grease. So I got my bacon grease, and I put that on my pan. I might make some grits too. Let me see. Let me put some grits. Let me put some hot water on. I might make some grits with it. So this is where I make my grits in. So we put that pot back there. well, that frying pan right there, heavy. So to moisten not to moisten, but to, instead of using butter, I use bacon grease. Look at that, watch this. Lubricate so the eggs don't stick. Then I can put a little bit in with the bacon, right? Because the bacon gonna give me more bacon grease.
Yeah, he's off season, all right. He's also off his fucking rocker, too. You got bacon, it's already going to make grease, and then you're going to add old bacon grease to it. The fuck is wrong with this nigga?
So after I get finished cooking the bacon, I pour the unused grease. Get out! I pour the unused grease in here, and I keep it. So this is my bacon grease. So whenever I cook hamburgers, or I cook pork chops, or I cook turkey, chicken, to lubricate my pan, I use that same bacon grease right there. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got to keep using butter. All right, so let's get down on the bacon tip. Oh, when was that August for Y'all hear them Ozzy brothers in there? Y'all hear them Ozzy brothers in there? Let me go turn that music on. Hold on. Y'all hear that Ozzy brother? Alright, so we got our pan on here. So I'm gonna start the bacon first. I love bacon, man. You love bacon too? Love me some bacon. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I washed my hands already, so my hands are clean. Look at that. Nice pork bacon, boy. Good for you. Get you nice and cut and lean like me. Get you looking good like me. See how good I look. I got that fire too high, man. Got that fire too high. All right, so we got our bacon going. So I don't want to make the eggs yet, but you know what? Let me make the eggs too. Let me make the eggs too. Let me make the eggs too. Hold on. Hold on, let me turn my bacon on. Hold up. I got the dope bacon, man. I make bacon better than you. My bacon tastes better than your bacon. Look at that right there. Woo! What will that be?
No, pork doesn't get you lean, but it does help out with appetite suppression. Here's the thing, if you're eating nothing but pork and broccoli or so forth, you can definitely lean out with it because the body's going to think that it's getting enough calories in when it really isn't. So, strategically speaking, you could use it to get lean, but the way Sean G is cooking it, probably not. Actually, not probably, definitely not.
All right. Now, let's cook our eggs. See, it don't matter if we cook the eggs first. Normally, I would cook the eggs last so that they be hot with the rest of my stuff. But I'm going to make some grits. So the grits already going to be hot. So when I put the eggs in the grits, it's going to be like they was hot like the grits, even though the eggs would be cold, because I be done cooked them first. You understand what I'm saying? Or you don't get it? Look at that right there. I can cook, man. So we got.
No, you can't cook.
Gotta put some salt and pepper on the eggs. Put a little salt on there. My salt better than your salt. With my pepper. I got the dope pepper. My pepper better than your pepper. Alright, so let me show y'all what it is so y'all can see. Here's my eggs.
Now, folks, this is an example as far as to how to not make sunny side eggs. He just threw... The reason why it looks like that is because he threw those things in so fast that the eggs are not going to cook out right. Now, folks, let me show you guys something here. Hold on. Now, this here was Sunday's breakfast. So, whenever you have the ability to actually cook right, and you don't throw everything together, you get food like this. Not like Sean G. That's what your food should look like. It shouldn't look like shit. Anyway, back to the video.
Look at my bacon. And that's going to be my grits. Going to go in that pot. See what I'm saying? Look at my eggs.
Just grease upon grease.
I gotta make sure all my bacons is flat. Make sure they flat.
Yeah, those eggs are really fucked up. What is he doing shaking the pan? Oh my god. He's up there shaking the pan. He must be the modern... He's up there shaking the pan like Genova does, you know. This is some Genova-style cooking right here, folks. Remember, folks, this here is... Whoops. Oh boy.
Look at my bacon. My bacon better than your bacon. My frying pan fry bacon better than your frying pan. Turn this off.
Yeah, folks, I think that's just about done. Yeah. Yeah, that's about done, folks. That's done, folks. You can't really... It won't recover. It just won't. Oh, fucking... Oh no, he's gonna put more salt on the thing! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
So the eggs is done. We got our grit water working. Put our pepper up.
Oh! Man, them eggs are all messed up. Just, it's... Psh. Now, what is he doing with the boiling pot?
Let's get us some grits. So I got the Bob's Red Mill corn grits. Check.
He's cooking. I wonder how much he paid to cook that shit meal up. I mean, that is disgusting.
Yeah.
Folks, did y'all see those eggs? I mean, really. Did you see those eggs? That's not cool. That ain't cool at all.
Look at my grits right there.
No, your eggs are not
Now,
better than my
grits,
eggs.
As soon as you put them in there, you gotta start stirring them up, or else they'll get lumpy. So I stir them up right away. I want to bring my water to a boil. Look at my bacon. My bacon is ready. Turn it over one more time. Put that piece up there where it's cooking good at. So my bacon is good. I can turn the flame off. On the bacon because that's an iron, cast iron frying pan, so it stay hot no matter what, even after you turn it on. Alright. So the eggs is done. The bacon is done. Look at my bacon. The bacon is done. All right, that's ready to go. See all that bacon grease in there? I'm going to save that. The egg is done. So now the grits, you got to stir them.
Hold on a minute. Let's take a look at this pan.
The bacon is done. All right, that's ready to go. See all that bacon grease in there? I'm going to save that.
Folks, I want you to look at this fucking pan. I mean, the Teflon is literally gone, and so is the eggs. It's even undercooked. Now, I mean, I like mine soft-boiled and everything. So, folks, let me... Once again, I'm going to demonstrate to you this here, okay? When you take your time with food... Now, folks, what would you rather eat? Would you rather eat with the great one? Would you rather have a French press coffee? The little cream right there, real creamer. And a nice little porcelain. Nice mimosa. Sausage. Soft fried eggs. Look at those eggs. Look how fluffy my eggs are, folks. That's how you cook breakfast. Sean G doesn't know how to cook breakfast. That's breakfast for me on Sundays. That is a Sunday breakfast. That is what Sunday breakfast is supposed to look like. This is the type of breakfast you get at a hotel, you know. And you want to know why my breakfast looks better than Sean's? Because I take my time with my food. Let's get back to this garbage.
The egg is done. So now the grits, you got to stir them up. If you don't stir them up, they'll get lumpy. I still got the flame nice and high. But I'm going to turn the flame down in a minute. So now that
He's acting like it's a cooking show, and when those eggs are all messed up.
I got them at a boil like that, I bring my flame down to a little joint like that. So they still be cooking and they be doing that. So the grit, everything else is ready. So you can take the bacon out. Let me show y'all what I do. So the bacon is done. So I take my bacon out, I'm gonna put it in with my eggs, right? Then I get my bacon grease, right? You gotta be careful when you grab this because this joint is hot. And then I save my bacon grease. Check me out. Look at that. Pour it right back in there. Look at that. Y'all see that? Look at them abs right there. You got abs like that? You ain't lean like that. You lean like me? I look good, don't I? Yeah, I know I.
All right, folks. Does he look lean? Say so in the comments below. Does Sean G look lean?
All right, so we got our bacon grease in there. Put the top back on that. And then this could go in the sink, right? Now you see all that black stuff in the frying pan where it fried too hard? So how I do that, let me show you how I do that. Hold on, let me check my grits. Check my grits, hold on. Check my grits. So you gotta stir them up. Gotta stir them up. Alright? They still got a little ways to cook. So then I got a little butter here. So I take a little butter, throw it in the grits while they cooking. Some salt in there. Gotta have some salt in the grits with a pepper. And some black pepper. Salt, grits, eggs, and bacon. This nigga food right here, man. Black nigga food. So I get a little bit of bleach, right? Check me out.
Bleach? Really, bleach? Can't wait to see this here.
I get a little bit of bleach and I pour that in, just a little bit, in the frying pan. And then I run some water in there. And then put a little bit of Dawn. Put some Dawn in there. Little Dawn.
Why in the world would you go and clean your dishes? You don't clean your dishes with bleach, you idiot.
And then I let that sit. So when I get ready to wash it, I won't have no tough time with all that bacon stuck down on the frying pan. Alright, so they almost ready. So I got the grits there. So I don't have no top for that pot right there. I ain't got no top. So what I do is I take my coffee pot and I put it on top. Now I got a top. Now I've got a top. So I'm gonna clean the stove while the other food is cooking. I like my stove to be nice and clean. You know what I'm saying? I like my stove to be clean, man. I don't like no messy house, man. I'm neat. Man. I don't like no messy house, man. Go be messy in your own house. Let me get some more butter. Alright, let's just come back. They're still not thick enough yet. They're still not thick enough yet. So I gotta let them sit for a little bit. Gotta let them sit.
There's a tea kettle on top of a pot. The tea kettle on top of a pot. Yes, JD83. I don't know. I don't know.
for a little bit.
I wonder why this video is so long for.
So look, this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna take our eggs and bacon. No, get down. Get down. We're gonna eat straight out the pot, man. So I ain't got to wash a whole bunch of dishes. So we got one slice of bread. That's cool. Keep that there. When will there be?
Yeah, T1, he did time in prison for tax fraud.
Alright, so y'all want to see how much I weigh? Let's go get on the scale. Let me take my sneakers off. I got a new scale. Let's see how much I weigh. £168. That's not bad. That's not bad, right? I look good, don't I? Don't I look good? All right, so we're gonna eat. So I got my milk.
I think he's like 5'10" or something like that. I think he's around the same size I am.
This is
of course, I weigh a lot more.
Per cup. This is 8 grams of protein per cup, right? So we're gonna drink the milk. I got 4 strips of bacon. How many grams of protein?
So whole milk is about 30% saturated fat. Those eggs, I wonder how much fat that's in. I don't want to know. And then obviously the bacon has a lot of... So basically, you have a pile of saturated fat right there. If you have bacon and eggs, there is no need for you to be drinking milk.
This is a per strip of bacon. Probably like 4. Five grams of protein per strip of bacon, 20 grams of protein on the bacon, 12 grams of protein on the eggs. So that's 32 grams of protein with just the bacon and eggs. I think it's 5 grams of protein in the grits. Get down! 8 grams of protein. So 30, 35, 43 grams of protein.
See, none of that makes any difference as far as protein is concerned. The vast majority of those calories are just going to come from fat, saturated fat, too.
Three grams for the grits.
Well, no, he's got bread right there, Socrates. So, I mean, definitely not ketogenic.
Where's my spoon at? What y'all do with my spoon? So we got our butter right there. We got our bread. Then you got protein in the bread. 5 grams of protein per slice of bread. 30, 35, 38, plus 8, 43. Not bad. It's probably a little more than that though. All right, so our grits are good. See our grits?
Yes, we see your damn grits. It's the only thing he made somewhat correctly. But, well, actually, I take that back. They're way too watery.
So I'm going to let them sit for a little bit because I want them a little thicker. They're still a little too soupy. So I did 500 push-ups today. I did a 500 push-ups routine today. That's why my chest looks as good as it looked. I'm 55 years old. I don't have no high blood pressure, no diabetes, no nothing. I don't take no medication for nothing. I don't got no erectile dysfunction. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm perfect. I look good too. Look at my skin. Why my skin look like this? Why I look like this?
It's almost similar to like the Ric Flair thing. What's causing all this, man? What's causing all this? Yeah, I mean, he's not making any sense, JD. I know. Yeah.
And I don't lift weights. I just do calisthenics. Federal prison calisthenics. I was in federal prison. I did federal prison time.
Oh, here we go about the prison time again.
This is my smoothie. Take that later. So this is my first meal of the day. So right now, it's 5:30 in the afternoon in New Jersey. I haven't eaten nothing all day except a bell pepper raw. I go to the store, I buy a bell pepper, I eat it raw. I rinse it off with water, I eat it raw. Then I had a tomato, I cut up a tomato, I put salt and pepper on it, and I eat that. That's all I done had to eat all day. 2 cups of coffee and some smoothie. So now I'm finna eat these grits with the eggs and bacon. Let me put a piece of bacon to the side. I'm put 2 pieces of bacon to the side. And then, look, we're gonna put the eggs and the bacon and all of that in the same pot with the grits. We'll put that in the sink. With some water in that, because that's gonna get washed too later. So we got our bread. Let's take our bread out. That's my trash can, and that's me a little showing recycle for the plastics. We're not rich, we ain't got no money, but we full of confidence and we full of self-love, and our self-esteem is high, and we love ourselves and we love each other. That's all the love we need. God, thank you for this food that we're about to receive, for the nourishment for our bodies, our minds, and our spirits. Amen. So you mix everything up. Look, I'm mixing everything up. Mix everything up. This is about 50 grams of protein right here, man. Straight to the muscle. So this is like a soul food breakfast. This is like a foundational Black American breakfast right here. Grits, eggs, and bacon. Yes, it is. I hope that wind don't blow my camera down. Get down.
You know, honestly, you're supposed to boil it away until it thickens up. He basically took it off the stove way too early. So he's having to put a lot of butter in it, which is, again, more saturated fat added to it. No, this isn't soul food. This is nigger food, Socrates. This is nigger food.
You want some?
I wouldn't eat that stuff.
Can't have none. Go make your own. You think I'm gonna make something to eat and give you some? Hell no. Every man for himself. Every man for themselves.
Well, that's why I'm streaming early today, Andy. Like I said, I'm sure it's about Trump there. I'm more than sure it's about his judgment, because Trump's judgment is on Monday. So they're just gathering everyone together, I suppose. So, yeah. He's better than Joe Biden there, that's for sure, Andy. But, you know, I just really hate election season. I really do at this point.
This is why I look like this, because I eat like this. Luna, what do you want? You want some bacon? Look, this is all she wants. Look. Watch this.
Yes, he probably rolled his bicep at one point in time. Yeah, he definitely tore his bicep at some point in time. I guess my bicep looks better than his bicep.
Look. That's what I gotta do to get rid of her.
No, there shouldn't be a Black History Month. You should know your history and your own heritage every single month of the year, not just one.
I don't drink out no glass. I'm a man. I drink right out the jug. You say, "Ooh, that's nasty." You drink out the jug and put it back in the refrigerator? Yeah.
Chris, I have no clue who you're
drink
talking
none,
about.
I'm not going to invite you in my house. I don't want you in my house. I don't trust you. You might steal something. Never inviting you here, so you don't have to worry about me pouring you some milk out of my jug that I had put my mouth on, that I paid for with my money. I bought that milk. You didn't buy that milk. So if I want to take my milk jug and do this, I can do it because I bought it with my money. I'm never going to give you none. So you ain't got to worry about it. Move! Only one gonna drink out of that is me and Lil Sean. And I can drink after him because
He's literally eating out of the pot. He's eating out of the pot. You spend all that money on food and you can't put that in good china? You dumb... What the fuck?
he's me and I am him. And I can drink after him because I am him and he is me. We the same.
Alright, folks, I think I've seen enough of this shit. Jesus Christ, what a moron. Ugh. Alright, folks, I'm going to take a piss. I'll be right back. And we are back, folks. So let's check out the next video. A little more piss right here. Alright. Get those speakers up, folks. We got some Genoy coming. The Cream, Hotter Than Piss by Wick Flaying.
Taste of my freestyle. You know my flavor, I'm the real vanilla ice. To all my haters, I'm a CEO. 10K a day. Alicia Keys ain't gave nothing on me. I got kilos, baby. I got my mansions and I got my Lamborghini. I'm the real bad jammer. Lady Gaga ain't got shit on me. I'm the real Slim. Natalie Portman is my baby. CEO Goddess. I got my app. And Charles, baby, it's a real vanilla ice. Ice, ice, baby, you got my flavor. Fat Joe, nigga, got nothing on me. I'ma got the fur coats and the rollies. It's my flavor, baby. All about the Benjamin. Whoa. Hear my freestyle. I got the spinners on my chain. The bling bling, the rollies. CEO 10K. You know my flavor, baby. I'm the real jammer with my freaking rollies and my.
Yeah, folks, that right there is all the pre-workout powder that Janoy stole from PJ Braun. So
Real jammer with my freaking rollies and my bling. And a six of Cuban cigars. I'm in the Bahamas, baby. You got nothing, DG. I'm a bad motherfucker. You got my BG. All the little haters, Lil Wayne, you ain't got nothing on me. I'm a wankster. Lady Gaga is my hoe. Got all the hoes and bitches afloat. You got my ice cream, baby. It's all about the ice J cream, baby.
6 eggs, 4 to 6 egg whites, a bowl of meal, frozen vegetables, tape, food, fried meal, 2 meal, replacement shape, meal, 3, 4 to 6 ounces of tuna, canned tuna, frozen vegetables, tape, food, flaxseed, meal, 4 meal, replacement shape, meal, 5, 4 to 6 ounces of tuna, canned tuna, frozen vegetables, tape, food, flaxseed oil, meal, 6 meal, replacement shape, meal, 7, 4 to 6 ounces of tuna, canned tuna, frozen vegetables, tape, food, flaxseed oil, 7 isolated protein shake, meal, 8 4 to 6 ounces of tuna, canned tuna, frozen tape, food, flaxseed oil, 6 water, eggs, water, beef, and mustard diet.
oh boy, those videos are legend. Oh gosh. Yes, indeed, good stuff. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, it looks like we cleared out the video, so let me put some other stuff up here that we're gonna go ahead and check out. Let me make sure it's on my... No, we're not going to watch that. Nope. 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 Oh, yes. Definitely this.
Frank, give us an eye update. Frank, give us an eye update. Frank, give us an eye update. My eyes are fucking crooked. What am I supposed to say? You guys are ridiculous.
Well, your eyes are fucking crooked. You know, we're just being honest with you. Now, sure, we are making fun of you, but, you know, your eyes are crooked. But you're the one that went and got the surgery. I mean, you went and got the surgery. You talked about it. You made videos about it. And we're going to give you your opinion. And it really isn't really an opinion. It's fact. Your eyes are crooked, you know.
So, let me actually put my phone down somewhere because this is going to be a little bit of an explanation, but... Long story short, it's almost 2 in the morning. We have a 5:45 a.m. check-in at New York Eye and Ear for a surgery to correct my cross eyes. Going back a little bit.
Well, finally he admits to being a cross-eyed motherfucker, you know.
About a month and a half after the surgery, I was kind of like sketched out. I mean, you guys noticed I was kind of cross-eyed. I was worried it wasn't going to fix itself, although I was optimistic. I started scheduling appointments to see other doctors, and New York Eye and Ear is kind of like the most famous, well-known for the best doctors in New York, especially, maybe even in the whole U.S. I'm not too sure about that, but that's where my health insurance is, and that's close to me, and that makes the most sense out of everything. So, went to see a few different optometrists, and they basically told me I had strabismus, which is misalignment of the eyes, which is caused by like a muscle imbalance. Cause
it's not caused by a muscle imbalance. It's because your surgeon fucked up. You know, he was incapable of doing his job. That's what happened to him, you know. That's what happened to your eyes. It ain't no muscle imbalance. Just fucked up your eyes there. Deal with it.
There's four muscles basically. Well, I'm not sure on that, but I think there's like four muscle areas that attach the eye: top, bottom, left, and right. And if one is tighter than the other or one is looser than the other, it can cause the eyes to be crossed in certain directions. I hope the lighting's okay, but I don't really care. So it could be up, down, left, right. And for me, it's weird because after that surgery, both of my eyes are pointing inward. So whatever the plastic surgeon did caused both of my eyes to point inward. And after I went to the New York doctors and they confirmed I had strabismus, I asked those New York doctors, hey, how often have...
Robin World, I honestly don't know the secret because it took a while for me. I would just say keep grinding at it, you know, or so forth. That's the best thing. That's the only option. Just grind at it.
Have you seen this after orbital decompression? They said it was very rare. So then, after speaking to them, I had my follow-up consultation with the plastic surgeon.
Well, I'm definitely an expert at cross-eyed, but not for all the right reasons.
So just to get the timeline correct, you know, a month and a half, I'm like, okay, maybe something's wrong here. So, and then at the 2-month point, I was seeing the New York doctors. And then I had my follow-up with the plastic surgeon at 3 months. So I didn't like schedule anything or want to get any surgeries because at that 2-month point, the New York doctor basically told me I had to get surgery to fix it because it was severe enough that it was not going to correct itself. But I said, okay, hold on, let's wait, let's see what the plastic surgeon says, hopefully something optimistic. And he basically told me that he never saw this happen before in both eyes. He did say that...
Oh, BS. He's seen that before. He's seen that before. Get out of here.
He has had patients that have had issues in one eye. He has had patients that had to get strabismus surgery in one eye, but not like this. And from what I looked up, if people get orbital decompression, there's a 15% chance of a misalignment. He was giving me statistics saying there's a 3% chance. Now, he never told me I would be cross-eyed. He told me I had a chance of double vision. He did not mention that I would also be cross-eyed, which, you know.
Here's the thing, folks. If the doctor tells you you have a chance of being cross-eyed, you have a chance of getting double vision, you know, why in the world would you go and get eye surgery just for vanity looks? Spend $30,000. It's the biggest waste of money ever. Be happy with what you got in life, folks. Okay? Be happy. If you're happy, you won't be cross-eyed.
But I'm assuming what he was saying was in 3% of his procedures, that was his
My thoughts on quantum dynamics, I don't have a thought because I have... That's well beyond my stage of things. I don't study quantum dynamics or quantum physics or anything.
Personal, I guess you would say, success or failure rate with patients having issues with eye misalignment, which compared to medical literature that I've read, the medical literature was much higher. But the thing is, if he's telling me 3% of his cases had misalignment in one eye, you know, what's 3%?
Yeah, I could have had eye surgery, but what do I need it for? I can see perfectly fine with my glasses. You know, plus, you know, I'm still not really trusting of LASIK surgery as far as the damage it could possibly cause. Like I said, again, I'm happy with what God gave me. I may get LASIKs in the future, but right now, I mean, the thing about it is that I've been wearing glasses since the 6th grade, so it pretty much makes up my face, you know. People don't really recognize me without glasses on, you know. So it really doesn't bother me so much. I mean, going down the line in 20 or 30 years, you probably won't see anyone with glasses anymore, and we'll just all die out. But you know, at this point in time, they're pretty much attached to me.
Percent of 3%. I did the math once. It's some I don't remember exactly, but it's something
Oh, Bruce Wayne is way smarter than Tony Stark, Chris.
crazy. It's like 0.1% chance that both of my eyes would have been misaligned, which I mean, I kind of believe him if he's telling me it's never happened before, because statistically speaking, I mean, even a 15% chance of 15% or 10% of 10%, it's very, very low. But, you know, to get the short end of the stick, seems to be very, very unlucky. So it wasn't helpful, because he basically said he never saw it before, and now I got to go to these other surgeons to try to correct the issue. So, you know, I'm not too happy about it. You know, I was telling myself, you know, this plastic surgery I got in California a few months ago was going to be the last plastic surgery I would ever get in my life. And here I am, waking up at 2 a.m. to get a taxi to New York to go get this surgery. So I'm not happy about this. Hopefully it's just this one surgery and then it's fixed and I never have to go under anesthesia again in my life. But yeah, that's the eye update, I guess. So we're going to get him fixed. He's supposed to do. He said doing fixing one eye has a 90% chance of fixing both of them. So hopefully that's the truth. Hopefully it's not some weird thing where the misalignment was caused surgically and both of them have to be corrected surgically. I hope that's not the case. I have a feeling it might be, because, you know, I mean, after that procedure...
All right, let's get to the back from surgery thing.
The taxi, holy fuck. Worse, I've never thought I was going to die so certainly in my life. But we'll save that story after the eye update.
So I just got home from the surgery. Let me get inside so you guys can see a little better. It's about 2 p.m. Should have been home at 1 p.m., but well, and that explanation's part of the taxi story. My eyes are like really dry, a little irritated. I'm blinking a lot. I'm definitely gonna go try to lay down after I eat something. Just hopefully the irritation goes away.
I wear transition lenses, Rick. That's the only thing I really wear. I mean, any pair of glasses is going to be considered designer glasses anyway at this point.
So, I think you guys can kind of tell. Operating on my right eye. My right eye is straight.
Wow. Okay, back to the video. What's up, Pug Man? How you doing? Got a GOP meeting tonight, so I'm streaming early.
My right eye is straight, I think. A little swollen, but right.
There is nobody on this planet, Andy, that likes Wasp. Wasp doesn't do anything but hurt people. They don't make any honey or anything. They just hurt people.
Right eye is straight, and left eye is not the one they operated on. Oh, this looks kind of funky, man. Is it just swollen? Yeah, I think it's just swollen. I think it's a little swollen. But, so what's going to happen is, I'm just going over here and look in the mirror real quick. What's going to happen is, now that the right eye is straight, and more importantly, I can see straight, I don't have double vision anymore. The left eye should correct itself over the next 3 weeks, and both of my eyes should be straight. So this is definitely not an indicator of what it's going to look like. We'll wait 2 or 3 weeks. I trust this doctor more than the previous one, and it should be good. So we got to the city too early at 4:45 because I accidentally told the taxi driver an hour too early, and so I hung out in the car for an hour. We got in the hospital 5:45 a.m. at our check-in time. It took him about 15 minutes to get me upstairs. Answered some questions for the nurse. Was basically suited up in the hospital gown by 6:30, and then
I would rather have one eye, because I can get a glass eye. Erectile dysfunction, Rick, now that I think about it, that can be corrected with Viagra and stuff. Now, if you said something like never get hard again, then definitely I would rather have one eye than that. But if it's just erectile dysfunction, pop a pill, you gonna be all right,
hung around for about an hour. A few doctors and nurses talked to me between, but it was mostly me sitting in the bed for about an hour, and then doctor came, talked to me, and then wheeled me into the surgery room, and I was basically out. I was out like a light within maybe 5 minutes, and then woke up about 9:30. Came to my godforsaken taxi driver.
Absolutely not. He's a psychopath. He's almost as bad as my cousin.
Was there to pick me up, and then we came back.
I don't care if wasps pollinate. They just hurt people.
So surgery went well. He operated, as I said, just on the right eye. I can fucking see now. I can see, yeah. So before, for the past 4 months, everything I saw was double. Now, still slight focusing issues, which is fine. It's going to fix itself. But now I can see normally, which is good. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the next few weeks is going to go. I'm not going to wait until the appointment next week, or I'm not going to wait. I'm really congested, probably because I was in the hospital. I need to do an iodine rinse, but
what a dipshit. Folks, just be happy with what you got. You don't need to do all this. You really don't. You don't need to do all this. This is just a level of arrogance. That's going to be the best way to describe it. It's just a level of complete arrogance, a lack of self-awareness, just pure vanity.
Yeah, I'm just going to post this just so you guys know. You guys have been asking me, and then we'll do another update in a month. So we have the initial update. Everything went well. We're just waiting for the left eye to correct itself now, and so then we'll do that update like 3 or 4 weeks from now, kind of final surgery update. Hopefully it's good. I mean, I think it's going to, he said there's a 90% chance I won't have to get the other eye done, which I'm hoping for. But honestly, it wasn't that bad. I wouldn't mind if I really had to absolutely get another procedure. Yeah, I mean, you guys can look up strabismus surgery if you want.
Well, I mean, I am gay. I have a Grindr account. I just don't use it there, Chris. I mean, I use it as it's a fad type thing, but, there's really nothing but trash on Grindr. A lot of fake profiles and just some of the most disgusting people there, Chris, But I mean, there's not a gay or bisexual person that hasn't used Grindr or has the app whatsoever. So yeah, I do have a Grindr account naturally, but I don't use it. When's the last time I used a Grindr? It's been a couple of years actually, and I didn't even really use it. It's sort of like, whenever you see apps and people talk about it, you gotta wonder, what do you do with this, So. I mean, I also have a Adam for Adam account. I have a gay.com account, which I've not even logged into my gay.com account in, it's been like 15 years, literally. But just typical gay accounts here, so forth. I have a Tinder account too, so.
Want to know more about that?
And now Cuban has a Grinder account. That's right.
Was I blocking my camera? I hope not. Yeah, if you guys want to look up strabismus surgery, you guys can look more about that. They hold the eye open, they turn the eye, they make an incision, and they cut the muscle and they move the muscle back so that the eye can move. But no, my eyes are definitely very irritated and dry right now. God forbid they give me some fucking OxyContin so I can sleep, right?
Cuban's a shit stirrer like McCluck.
Right? I'll make a whole fucking
Basically, they're cookie cutters, TJ. Or TD.
Video on the painkillers, dude. It's fucking ridiculous.
Wham, 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 wham. Whatever. Like, whatever. Oh. But that's one good thing about Frank. Frank is good mints. He really is. He's good mints. So let's check out Veganism Exposed. Let's see what he's got. Why does that thing keep lighting up? Oh, well.
Thanks for the donation, Fuel.
What is your opinion on Kyle Rittenhouse? He is giving a speech at the university in my city and everyone is losing their minds.
Yeah, they sure did. That protest up at was crazy. Yes, I have Cuban's home address. He doesn't seem to protect this information, that guy, as well as McCluck, you know. Wasn't able to find anything on McCluck, you know. Gabriel, on the other hand, oh, that was pretty easy, you know. So, yes, I do have Cuban's home address. I mean, I've had that for about a year or so.
People are already making terroristic threats against him.
But not to say I couldn't find McCluck's address. I mean, I'm sure it'd be a little bit, but yeah, Cuban's, it was pretty easy to find.
So I think Kyle was an alright dude. Basically what's happened to him is he's become so...
An alright dude? None of those people that night were alright. I mean, at least he shot a child molester. I mean, that's the only good thing. The fact of the matter is that at the end of the day, Kyle Rittenhouse went into a situation where he could have ended up getting himself killed. No training whatsoever, not the right equipment or anything. I was in the Army for a very, very short time, just a few months.
A pariah, especially...
Would you want his address? What do you mean? Do you have his address or something? I mean, I'm not going to do anything with the address or so forth, but, yeah, whatever. you don't really have his address, do you, Masters?
Among left-leaning progressives that he's had to kind of see...
Well, KCB, he shot a child molester, so and a wife beater. So, I mean, yeah, I'm going to give him some credit, you know. Just, he put himself in a situation where he didn't belong, and he almost ended up getting himself killed.
Seek shelter in right-wing political spheres, so he's become buddies with people like Steven Crowder. And, it's not really working out too well for him. I don't think he's a bad guy necessarily. It doesn't appear so, but he's he's just in a really fucked situation.
Yeah, I was there for 4 months. Had some medical issues there, and they gave me a Greyhound bus ticket to head right on back. But I was able to at least keep my PT gear. I trained at that in the gym for so long. I mean, that thing went though that PT equipment that PT clothes I had. I mean, I wore that into tatters.
And apparently he's like broke and he's having trouble with getting a job and everything, as one might expect. So yeah, he's kind of fucked. Thanks for the donation, Masashi Blade.
Community in Palestine. And this
I don't think Kyle did anything wrong, though. I think he probably should have shot and killed more of those fuckers.
their defeat in that civil.
You know, the sad thing is that he's really not joking. Nothing major, Rec. I'm not a nutcase or anything, so. Well, that guy, you've already seen the consequences. He'll just have visitors at his home, you know. That's my livelihood. Nobody messes with that, you know. I mean, nothing's going to happen to McCluck. It's just going to be all Cuban for the... it's just going to be all Cuban, so while McCluck will be able to act the way he wants without anything happening to him, Cuban is not going to be the same, you know. But good question there. So hang tight for a minute. I'll be right back. I got to take care of something. But yeah, I've had my channel for years, and it's not really so much money-wise. It's just that, you know, we've had a lot of fun here. This is what we do. We live stream, we react to videos and stuff. And the fact that McCuck would actually try to mess with my thing that I've built for years, that you guys have helped build for years, you know, there's got to be consequences for things such as this. So, like I said before, we're going to do it Get Big style. We're going to do it GetBig.com style. No more Piss Trooper style. It's going to be Get Big style. Old school stuff. To where we, you know, and the way that works is where we really fuck with people, you know. Which I don't really want to do something like that, but, you know, here it is. So, you know, if McCuck keeps acting up, you know, nothing happens to him. You know, right now he has an empty profile. So McCuck acts up again, picture goes up. Acts up again, conversations start. Acts up again, made public. And then finally, well, he's going to get visitors. And that's the way we're going to do it. That's the way we're going to roll, folks. Because I'm like Big Worm on Friday. Messing with me is like messing with my money is like messing with my emotions. Can't do that, folks. You can't. I think that's going to be all the videos we're going to review. So let's get some music playing. A little too trippy. Not that. There we go. Oh, not at all.
马上开直播，直播间。
So, folks, if you want to know what Cuban's in for, if McCuck keeps messing around, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that. A link to a 1-minute song? Well, let's see what we got. That's kind of weird. Let's see. Yeah, that pretty much sums up the whole situation. As far as that whole McCuck thing is, and Cuban, it's like Gigi Allen says, you don't get what you want, you get what you deserve. You built a deck there, Lamar? Good deal. Hey, Lamar, speaking of which, are you going to be streaming tonight? Let's get back to some music, folks, and some Q&A. If you wish to make a donation, you can, but be sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Also, be sure to thank Pugman, thank everybody else that supported the channel. So, let's get the music playing. But get your questions in, folks. Because we're closing shop at 8 o'clock p.m. so I can get to this meeting and see what the hell they want. Yeah, he threw stuff on stage. He used to piss and everything. Why that guy? He wouldn't even show up. It's a waste of time. As far as those internet challenges is concerned, they're all a waste. Indeed, Pugman, a little piano music. I think the piano is probably one of the greatest instruments of all time. You can do so much with a piano. Let's get something smooth. There we go. Do I think professional sports organizations should ask for public funding? Good question, Chris. I think here's the thing with stadiums. When you open up a stadium, that brings a lot of tax revenue to any state, or to any city. With a stadium, you have to have restaurants, you have to have hotels, you got maids and everything. So it really depends on how much public funding it is, Chris. Because like I said, when a stadium goes up, it creates a lot of jobs and it creates a lot of revenue for a city. Well, that wasn't even a fight at all, that guy. He wouldn't show up for me. And he's already said that he ain't gonna fight me. Well, Chris, again, $1 billion may sound like a lot of money, but it really depends on how much tax revenue and how many jobs that also builds. So you can't really look at that dollar amount, Chris. You have to look at the overall long-term investment. If it takes $1 billion for a city to make $50 billion, for example, then that's a good investment. So you have to more align look at things like that as an investment, Chris. Because like I said before, stadiums, they create a ton of jobs, hundreds of jobs. So you just have to see whether it's worth it or not. Otani, he made the right choice. Oh, I didn't know this happened to him. Some sort of gambling scheme of some type. Well, it looks like it's just his interpreter. It's not really so much as him, but I don't know what to say about this, really. It doesn't really look as though it really has anything to do with Otani or so. Maybe I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. No, I don't think he was betting or anything. I mean, a guy that has that much money, why would he need to bet? Well, they can't suspend him if someone stole his money, Chris. Like I said before, innocent until proven guilty. I think he had money. I think his money got lifted from him. I don't think he gambled. That's just me. Kaminsky was built with terrible timing. Well, that's the thing. It's still going to be a risk, KCB. As far as these stadiums are concerned. Well, KCB, at this point in time, gambling is pretty much embedded into sports at this point. it makes me feel bad because with all these sports organizations actually promoting gambling, you know, they ought to let Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame, you know. But more than likely, he probably had his money stolen. Because the report I'm reading on ESPN, it looks like his interpreter stole 4.5 million in wire transfers to gamble, actually. And it looks like he's trying to cover his tracks. He's like trying to pay off his gambling debts. See, let me show you guys this here. Because it's pretty clear. He spoke with ESPN earlier this week, originally claiming on Tuesday that he was paying off his gambling debts. And then he changes his story a day later. So more than likely, he had the money stolen from him. Yeah, sports betting is definitely illegal in California.
How do you deal with migraine headaches? Rest? Medicine? Coffee?
Maroon Blue with a $5 donation. I've never actually had migraines. I've had generally regular headaches. Usually what I would recommend is just rest. And if the migraines continue, at that point in time, it's important to see a doctor to find the appropriate medicines. But if it's just a once so often migraine, then just get some rest. But you have to be really careful. If it's consistent, it can be more than a migraine. It can even be a brain aneurysm or something. You just never know these days. But if they're consistent, definitely see a doctor. But again, thanks again for the donation. Well, Chris, I mean, that doesn't mean anything. His interpreter had access to his account, so anything he transfers is going to show his name because it's his money. So that doesn't mean anything, Chris. I'm not defending the guy whatsoever. I'm just stating, you know, he's innocent until proven guilty. And, you know, like I said before, it looks to me like his money was stolen, but... You know, if he bet it, you know, then he's done for, you know. Can't bet on baseball. I mean, given the contract that he has, I mean, it would be so stupid for him to do that, you know, really. I mean, he gets guaranteed money, I guess, or let's take a look at his contract, actually. Although they may be able to invalidate it for gambling, possibly. So, let's take a look and see. $10-year, $700 million contract. And it's deferred, actually. Until the conclusion of the deal be paid out from 2034 to 2043. That makes sense. Of course, Patrick Mahomes, he's got a pretty good one. Cristian Rolando. I can't believe Mookie got that kind of big deal. But again, he is a 2-time World Series champion. Yeah, he deferred a lot of it, which is pretty smart, actually, because you don't have to pay the taxes or anything so much. I mean, by the time it's 2043, he's going to be, what? He's going to be old. He'll be at the age of 50 or so. Yeah, I know that's not his only deal. So that's the thing there, Chris. And that's why I think that the gambling scandal, I think that, you know, he's not... He's if he actually did it, then he has to be the dumbest motherfucker out there. You know. He doesn't need to gamble. He's already won the lottery. Literally. What does he have to prove? He's already won the lottery. Am I signing up for the Wes Watson? Oh, hell no. He can keep his silly program. Like I said, he's not dumb enough to. I mean, this story says that Ohtani is not currently facing any discipline. I mean, but he could face some legal issues if he did loan the money out. But that's the thing. There's a difference between actually gambling and loaning the money out. If he loaned the money out to help someone pay the gambling debts, I don't think MLB is going to ban him from... I mean, that would be kind of stupid. Well, somebody's a degenerate gambler. All right, folks, 10 minutes left. Get your questions in. If you wish to put a donation, you can in. But be sure to smash that like button and subscribe. We got 10 minutes left and got to get to that old GOP meeting there. Yes, indeed. And see what they want. I don't know what they want. I know it's about Trump, folks. I really do. I know it's about Trump. It's got to be. Nothing wrong with that or anything like that, you know, but, you know, honestly, I feel that's the reason why I feel tired right now, because usually after I get off work, I like to rest and get a nap a bit before I do the midnight run, you know. But, you know, considering the fact that, you know, I've had over 100 episodes of the midnight run straight, and if this is the one blip in the system, then that's not really too bad, folks. It really isn't. It's not going to end. It's probably going to be a couple hours, maybe even all night, possibly, KCB. I may, more than likely, I may even end up being up until like 4 or 5 in the morning. Like I said, it's a time-based issue, you know. It really is. I know it's going to take at least 2 hours. If I'm back by 10 or 11, then I will stream for another hour or so. I mean, that wouldn't be no problem. That's not a big deal. I don't think that's a big deal. Can a hangover cause anxiety? No, a hangover just causes a hangover. It's a headache. I don't know, KCB. It may. But if I'm streaming later on, then I'll be sure to whip out the soul pole, baby. Yes, indeed. Whip the soul pole out. Can I stay on this all night? Yeah, I probably could. Have to drink some really strong coffee, but I probably could. But like I said, the reason why I'm streaming early is I gotta take care of that thing. Hopefully I got time to eat something. You know, I didn't even think about that, folks. I didn't even think about what to eat. I'm gonna have to grab myself a protein bar or something. That's not good. If Dusty Rose was still here with us, how much do you think it would cost Richard to lick the gravy stain off his belly? $50. You're making egg pasta? What kind of sauce are you putting on it there, Mark? All right, folks, 5 minutes left. Better get your questions in while you can. Yeah, $50 will make my cousin holla. Alfredo, I got you. How do you get clear skin? Drink a lot of water. avoid sodas and so many Kool-Aid and other drinks. If you drink straight water, you keep your face moisturized. That'll give you clear skin. Of course, when you get a little bit older, don't be surprised if it starts looking ragged. Age will do that to you. Oh yeah, he certainly would have licked GG's armpit, their KCB. You have some scars and they won't go away. Well, try to get them moisturized, but if they don't go away, why worry about a couple scars? I mean, it's part of life. Even I got scars. I got some pretty bad ones too. Especially the one where I got shanked. That wasn't fun. No, I don't have Asperger's. Asperger's. McCuck's a goof, but like I said before, the next time he acts up, Cuban pays for it at this point in time. But folks, it is 8 o'clock p.m. And that is end of the, well, I could say midnight run, but actually, that's the end of the happy hour live stream. So folks, be sure to tune in tomorrow for Soul Pole Saturday. And I want to thank Maroon Blue for donating. I want to thank everybody that's supported this channel. So let me get dressed, figure out what they eat real quick before I go. It's going to be a long night from what I feel like, so. But, as always, peace and soul.